Hey Capricorn, this read is for you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so universe, what messages do you have for Capricorn? She is eager to get talking to you guys. Let's see what we got going on here. So we have triumphant success, suffering in silence, and solitude. Pull a couple more here. Love begins, and obstacles and challenges. So I feel like we're speaking about a personal journey here. I feel like that love begins also ties into that. Learning to love ourselves again and learning to love life again. I have passion ignited, the waiting game, choose wisely, triumph, and recognition and reward. So I feel like the waiting game is speaking to this process, this journey happening over a period of time. I feel like choose wisely is talking about choices that you're going to have to face and dealing with obstacles and challenges throughout this journey. So I have the Four of Wands here, and I feel like the Four of Wands represents setting a solid foundation for a happy home life in the future. And I feel like this is what your goal is to do here, and this is what you're going to be working towards. I have the Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords, he can be symbolic, but I feel like he speaks to a person. I feel like you have a child that you're responsible for, and they might be going through a rough time right now, maybe acting out, having a hard time expressing their feelings. I have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can represent selfish or short-won victories. To me, I just see it tying in with this Page of Swords, and I see that acting out in there, and maybe some behavioral issues. Like they got a bit of an attitude. I'm sorry. I almost get a teenager vibe from that. That's usually teenagers, and attitudes tend to go hand in hand. I have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is all about balance and an even give and take. I feel like that's what you're trying to achieve in the home life right now with this Page of Swords. I have the Knight of Cups, and Cups tends to speak to emotions. I feel like this child is old enough to have conversations about things. You know, when kids are little, they don't really understand, and you can't expect them to make more mature adult type choices. But I feel like this child is old enough that you can sit down and reason with them, that they're at the age where that is possible. I feel like that's some of what you're trying to do with them as well. I have the Queen of Wands here. I feel your energy coming off of her. And I feel like you might have a little bit of a temper. And part of what's going on here is you're working hard to also keep it in check in dealing with this child. Because I feel like you're going through things within yourself as well as the suffering and silence. And the solitude is speaking to you're sorting through your own emotions. And then on top of that, you're trying to parent this young child who's acting out. I have the Empress, and the Empress is all about being loving and nurturing and understanding. I feel like this energy not only speaks to the child, I feel like it speaks to you and how you need to be with yourself as well, because I feel from that Queen of Wands that you're quite hard on yourself. You're very, very driven. You have high expectations of yourself, and I feel like if you let yourself down, I feel like you're all over you. And you tend to crap all over yourself and give yourself heck for that. And I feel like the Empress is speaking to being more loving and kind and understanding to yourself as well, and cutting yourself some slack. I have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles can represent abundance. And Pentacles tends to speak to finances. I feel like this is part of what you're working towards as well. And what's probably been adding to some of the stress, because I feel like it's you and this child. I don't feel someone else's energy just yet. I feel like it's you and them, and you are the responsible party. So I feel like that's some of the worries that are weighing on you as well. I have the Lovers card. To me, the Lovers card also speaks of you not having a partner at the moment, but you desire one. So I feel like you have a lot of different things weighing on you as well. I have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands represents a positive forward movement, overcoming challenges while still keeping your eye on the goal. I feel like it's Tarot's way of telling you that you are doing a good job. You are overcoming obstacles and challenges. You're doing well while still making positive forward progress. Definitely feel like you are very hard on yourself. And Tarot is saying to cut yourself some slack. I have the Queen of Swords here. To me, the Queen of Swords is all about communication with this young child as well. Because I have the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands can represent communication. I feel like it ties into that. Some of the qualities, the symbolic qualities that go with the Queen of Swords are being logical, analytical, less emotional. And I feel like that might help you to connect with this child as well, keeping emotions out of things. Because teenagers are very good at invoking certain emotions and then also having them themselves, and things can escalate quickly into an argument where there didn't have to be one. I feel like this is speaking to some advice on getting better results, and making a better connection with this child, and helping them to really understand what the situation is, and that you're working hard to build a life here. I think it's going to bring some clarity to both of you, as the Star card is speaking to. I think it's going to bring some calm into the house, because I get a very calm feeling from the blue in these cards now. I feel like that's how it ties in. I have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands represents choosing a path. Okay, this is the impression that I'm getting from these cards. When there are choices to be made within reason, mind you, within reason in the household, I feel like you need to include this child. I feel like them feeling like they have responsibility in how the household is run, to a degree, I feel like is going to get you better results as well. I feel like this Knight of Swords is speaking to that. It's speaking of growth from a page to a knight. I feel like it's going to help them to mature, having more responsibility. Now, I have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups, and to me they're very much related, and they very much speak to how alone you feel in this journey, and that you're keeping your feelings to yourself. I believe that's what the Four of Cups is speaking to. You keeping your emotions to yourself, not opening up. I have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords definitely represents that having trouble finding clarity, sometimes feeling trapped in fear and confusion and doubt. So I feel like as a single parent here, things can be quite overwhelming at times. And you definitely feel very alone and like you have nobody you can share with. Because you very much don't want to share your feelings with this child. I have the Death card, and the Death card represents change and transition. So closing the door in one chapter of your life and beginning a new one. I have the High Priestess as well, and the High Priestess speaks to your intuition and your inner self. I feel like it ties in with this page as well as you, but I feel a stronger pull to the page. I feel like this transition, this change, this, if you choose to include them in some of the choices of the household and give them more responsibility, I feel like it's going to help them to grow their own intuition and who they are inside as a person. I have the Page of Wands, which represents good news. So I feel like this choice is going to give you good results, is what this line of cards is saying. So I have the Hanging Man here, and the Hanging Man represents that you are completely capable of being successful in life. The only thing that could possibly hold you back is you. And when I say you, I speak of fear and doubts and insecurities. I feel like this holding back, this taking all of this on yourself, and then being extremely hard on yourself, if you don't feel like you've done it the way it should be done, or if there's any bumps in the road, you feel like it's very much your fault. I feel like those are the things that can hold you back. You need to be more nurturing and loving to yourself and cut yourself some slack. I have the Justice card. The Justice card to me speaks of an even balance. And it's not just with you personally. I feel like it's in the household as well. I have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles speaks of learning. So I feel like this is definitely a learning curve for you. It's a learning experience. I feel like choosing to bring this page into decisions, choosing to help them mature and giving them more responsibility, I think you're going to see a big difference in them, and I think that ties into the learning too. And you recognizing that they're not a little child anymore. I have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups definitely speaks of emotional fulfillment, but emotional maturity as well. So I feel like it ties into both of you, because I feel like it's going to help this page to grow as a person. I think it's going to relieve a lot of stress for you in your life, and I think it's going to bring balance and happiness into the household. I have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands can represent feeling overwhelmed and overburdened, which I feel like is definitely what's going on right now. Now I have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups can represent somebody or something from your past coming back into your life. I feel like somebody's coming into your life, and I feel like this is going to speak to the love begins as well, because I have the King of Swords here. And because I got that Queen of Swords, and I felt your energy with that as well, I feel like this person is going to be a good match for you. And a good match for the household as well. Because that page is a Page of Swords that will turn into a Knight of Swords. So I feel like this person will fit in very well. They're also very, very analytical and very logical thinking. And very honest and very loyal and have a lot of integrity. As somebody from your past is coming back. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune card, which represents your fortunes changing for the better, which is also, I feel like this is positive, having this person come into your life. So I have Harmony, Heartache and Loss, and Trapped in Fear. I feel like that heartache and loss, that trapped in fear, is speaking to the overwhelming feelings that you're feeling right now and feeling very alone. I feel like harmony is what you're going to get when you open up, when you include this page, giving them more responsibility, helping them to grow as a person and mature as well. I feel like it's going to bring harmony to your life, to their life, to your household. Alrighty guys, that's what the cards said to me. I hope you enjoyed the read. Please feel free to like, to subscribe. If you're not already part of the community, we would love to have you here at Tarot Harmony. Take care.